This is Madden 19. I'm the coach.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led out by their big-bodied electric quarterback, Cam Newton.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
On first down, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Newton on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he rifles one incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into
and it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot. But nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Patriot! Detroit! Here we go now.
First down, Mayfield. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Mayfield down. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. David Njoku was the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And now another one thrown incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal? 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal.
All right, now, look at 56. Detroit! Detroit!
4th down, Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. This one good for a 1st down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the awards been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice...
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And with that touchdown reception, we have a new single-season leader. We were waiting for this moment. We got to see it here.
How much fun is it that we were here to see it? And this guy's able to catch touchdown passes from everywhere. Red zone, out in the field. It didn't matter. You put in his vicinity, he carried it over the goal line.
On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. To throw on third down. Newton. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tilden Smith in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Mayfield on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Cleveland after this. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him, the way he goes after the football.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Christian Kirksey in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Timeout called defensively by the Browns as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield under pressure, and they got to him again. Thomas Davis in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now it's Barner. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. On second down, here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first and 10, Newton throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. To the air again, Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Newton will bring him up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. A final shot before the break. Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Throwing, Mayfield, and McCoy loses the football. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And caught left side, Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Newton now on second down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage lost, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Mayfield, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On second down, Mayfield again, fighting his way through contact. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Detroit!
Mayfield with it once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Gordon. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. K1 short. Breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield, and that is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Telvin Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Panthers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mayfield to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Well, I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now it's Barner. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Caught left side by Funchess. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On first down, Newton. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Keep in mind he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield got his man complete over the middle. It's McCoy. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mayfield on first down. His throw incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now it's Barner. Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start hurts them there a bit. Backs them up to 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Newton on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now Newton on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
It's caught by Funchess. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing is Newton. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. 3rd and long, it's Newton. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39.
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He sets to fire deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Mayfield looks to throw, and he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Cleveland, the win will be number 11 for them on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host